Golf is a very good game, exciting, wonderful, and it's not that kind of a game in which people think. That is a game for elderly people, it is a game for young people also, for all ages. You walk, you talk, you see the nature, you can play alone, or you can play with others as well. And this is my second shot. In second shot, I am on the green. And the whole thing, that in nutshell, I can tell you is that the whole secret of playing golf is that intense concentration on the ball, number one. You cannot have a good game of golf, accurate one and perfect, if you are thinking of something else in your mind. Your muscles should not be stiff. You must be totally relaxed physically and mentally. If you are having some kind of anxiety, you will not be able to play golf. And second point is that when you are taking a swing, have a full swing, backward and to the front. There should be no restriction. And another thing is the stance. And before you have hit the ball, your eyes should be focused on the ball itself. And if you hit the ball with your club and you try to see the way ball is going, that means you have lost the game. Even a difference of 1 centimeter while you're hitting the club with the ball to the ball, that means your ball will go haywire. Now I hit this ball with the second shot. I was focusing on the ball and the club and did not raise my head at all, and I didn't know the way the ball has gone. My caddy tells me that, sir, your ball has gone into the green. That is second point. And thirdly, I would like to say is that when you're playing golf, you must be totally focused to the ball and the green, and you must choose an appropriate club. If you have a long distance, use clubs, say the 3R and 3 wood. And if you want to have a moderate kind of a distance, you can play with a 5 wood also. If the distance is less, you can choose the club 7, 8, 9. And if you're quite close to the green, then you should choose the pitcher. And if you go into the sand, then you must use a sand wet. And while you are doing the putting, at that time, you must have a brief idea that you draw a line mentally between the hole and the ball. So they should be in perfect alignment, and if the green is level, then it's okay. Otherwise, if it is at inclination or it has got a slope, then you have to hit the ball in such a way that it takes a curve and goes into the hole. And you cannot use too less of force and too much of force, but the fact is that I must say that you should be totally relaxed. You should be totally relaxed physically and mentally. And you do not, while playing golf, don't use force. Kindly do not use force at all. Just swing backward, give a full thrust forward without using force, and the distance which you cover will be good. But if you use force, let me tell you, force will not give you accuracy. Force will not give you the distance also, and your ball will go to the left, right, or it might go straight also. So be totally relaxed. And finally, I would like to say, when you're playing in a golf in a group, be totally unmindful. Don't have any kind of a complex. Don't be in a hurry. Do not have an anxiety, and do not feel that what others will be saying on your game might be affected by onlookers. And don't get your mind diverted because of the presence of so many people who are watching you. When so many people are watching you while you're playing the game, so become a little conscious and you're likely to commit mistake. What I mean to say is that while you're playing golf, you kindly have a full grade of confidence, and a lot of experience is required. You cannot learn the game of golf in one day. It takes years and years to correct yourself. It happens at times that you're playing an exceedingly good game, and over a period of time you find your game has not improved at all. You must think about it, and the reasons may be because it's not the that you have to be totally regular for golf every day. But what I mean to say is that, again, I like to say is that you have to be totally focused to the game and do not give any or do not pay any attention to things except the golf while you're playing. And today has been a very good day for me. Not whatever this thing is, I've been playing at par, and this is my second shot, and I'll be doing the putting now in the third one, and third shot, and fourth is a par. So therefore, what I mean to say is that be totally exclusively devoted to the game of golf. It's not a game which is not very this thing what you call soft, or say that it is a light game and doesn't give you that kind of a calorie expenditure what other games give you, which if you're playing say 18 holes, so you're walking somewhere around 7 to 8 kilometers plus. You are using your chest, you are using your arms, you are using your legs. So therefore, it's a good amount of exercise and exertion, and playing golf every day is the best form of walk. If you ask me which is the best exercise, I will definitely say, as per this thing, increasing age, that golf and walking and exercises like yoga, etc., is good for those people who are chair-bound or who are sick, who are diseased, who are unable to walk. But otherwise, I like to say is the best exercise for any human being is walking. And the golf is a game where you're walking also, you're seeing the beautiful trees also, you're seeing the clouds also, you're seeing the skies also, and you are listening to the chirping of the birds, and there's a lot of greenery all around, and by the time you finish the game of golf, you're quite satisfied, and you feel what you call a kind of a happiness and blissful thing. Because while playing golf, there is a human mind. If you see that there is a torrential, targeting of the brain by so many kind of thoughts which are not desirable. You keep on thinking about things like your family, like your friends, your work, and some non-issues like which does not concern we people at all, and which are useless. So therefore, while you're playing golf, you're totally cut off from the rest of the world. Your mind is totally relaxed, and therefore you come out after playing golf with a physical and mental state improved. Another thing which I would like to say is that golf is a game which indirectly builds your confidence and your qualities also. Golf is a gentleman's game. There is no scope for any kind of a quarrel or dissatisfaction or arguments while you are playing. This is a game which is perfectly and totally game of gentlemen, and there are many places you cannot play the game if you do not have a sport like caddy. So caddies are very important. He's relaxing at the moment because I'm just making a small video. Look at the beautiful clouds, wonderful. And these clouds and sky remind me of the astronauts which go high up into the sky. And one day our souls and spirits will also be wandering in the space anywhere, something like that, where you will go wherever you want to among the stars and anything. You can have a good company. If you have friends like that, or you have somebody in your mind and hearts, there is a time one day one keeps on going high up in the sky and stars, and that's you can see our destination. You can see the destination we are headed to after this life, this Mother Earth. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I want to tell you is that while you're playing golf with somebody, a stranger, you know about his mental aptitude. It opens like a book. You can understand a person, his state of mind, and what type of person he is. If you play a game of golf with him for 1 hour, And if you don't play a golf or game, if you want to understand that person, it might take you something around 100 years, and that also may not be this possible, because human beings are such things, such creatures, that they know how to hide the thoughts and ideas lingering on in their minds. But if you play golf, the golf will expose a person, his nature and everything, just within an hour. So my advice to all those people who are leading sedentary lives is pick up the game of golf. It's not very costly also in our country. Save enough and it'll make you mighty happy. Not only that, it gives you a symbol. Your children will also pick up the game, and it goes on and on and on. And the best part of golf is that while living, we are not confined to the four walls of the house. Uh, we are in nature, we are with nature, and for tomorrow we'll be within this nature, so there's nothing to worry about. Golfer is not scared, worried about the future, because he knows he has already seen a place for himself in nature. And not bad, look at the clouds. There might be some of our ancestors might within these clouds, because their ashes go into the river and the ocean, and these clouds rise from the oceans, and I'm sure all of us, our ashes will definitely go into the rivers, into the ocean, and our atoms to a very large extent would be here on this earth and high up in the skies among the clouds, and even among these birds and trees, and what you call, and rightly, the mother earth out of which we have come out. Thank you very much, and all the best wishes for all the golfers, and otherwise to others too.